cherubinos, chatters, and everybody watching this evening. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice. Okay, you're all starting to fly in here, dear. So how on a minute now, because I'm just getting myself organised now. I said I was all organised and everything's went up in the air. Right, let's get the comments on YouTube as well, so don't miss nothing there. Okay, we actually have somebody over there. I will go to YouTube in a minute. Okay, folks, well, good evening anyway. Welcome to the Chatter House. This is Spooky Wiki Dookie Dookie Night. Part 2, because we actually did one of these before. Long, long time ago. I can still remember when the day and all that there. Right, okay. First of all, a couple of announcements for you. So I'm going to take these earphones off for a minute because I am going to need them tonight because I am going to be playing videos. Because as you know, I have to play earphones when I'm using... No, that's not right. Yes, I'm right. When the videos are playing, I have to wear earphones because there's echo, right? Before I do the roll call tonight, folks, I have a few announcements for you. There is a big one that I have to announce tonight. Well, it's not big, but it's big for the group. Okay. As you know, at the end of the days of the old Natter House, we made the Natter House a private group. And the reason why we did that was because of the sensitive nature of some of the topics that we have discussed and stuff in the past. So now that we are over on the Chatter House now and we've got less members, what we have decided to do was Facebook have changed their policy. It used to be that once you made a group private, basically you can't change it back to public again, but now you can. So I will do the roll call in a minute, folks, but I want to get this out of the way first. So what we're going to do is we are going to make the group public again just for a short while. How this affects you is it doesn't really. Any posts or anything that has come up so far will remain private until I change the settings, okay? And basically it means that if anybody wants to join the group, it makes it easier to find the group. They still, I think, as far as I know, will have to be approved. Don't worry, folks, you will be protected because me and sorry, I have proper grammar. The admins and I will keep you safe. We're just trying to get some new membership into the Chatter House. And also, it's your group as much as mine. And also, the rules state that if I change the group from private back to public, I have to inform the members. So everybody who's in tonight, I am informing you. And I will be putting a notice up after our event tonight. Has it started yet? I'm just getting to see on everybody's messages. No, Sam, it'll not be changed until about 10:30 tonight. So it won't. So it has not changed yet. Everything is the same. It will be the same. You will be protected. Anything untoward happens, it's just as Andy Allian says, they'll get bucked out. It's as simple as that, you know. It's just we need to encourage new membership. We're trying to get the Chatter House built up to where the Natter House was, you know what I mean? And it's just a wee bit of a struggle because people don't like... The privacy is good for us, but some people find it a wee bit strange answering questions and stuff and whatever. So we'll see how it goes. We will play it by ear. But if there's any nonsense, it will be closed down again. But I have to inform you as a group, okay? And you will be protected. Right, okay. So what else did I tell you? Yes. Madame Lafarge, Lillian, she's away to the Legion tonight. She is celebrating just very quickly. She today has came up to 14k followers on TikTok. Last week she was 13.2. Now she's up to 14k. And from the last hour on YouTube, she is now up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So she's away to the Legion. She's away to the Legion celebrating. I think she's away to see Magnificent Merv and her Magic Mike's off of the Droop. I think she's away to see Magnificent Merv and Victorious Norman. So well done to hold on, Stuart, I don't understand. Anyway, come on. I couldn't see you. What did I miss? Alright, Sam, just very quickly again, just for the people who are just coming in. From tonight, about 10:15, the group is going public again. We have been private for a while. We're going public again, trying to encourage new membership. If there's any nonsense or anything, do not worry, you will be protected. There's a good team of admins here. Anything that you posted so far up until now, until the settings change. That's what I'm talking about now, Sam. He's because of the delay, you see. So basically what's going to happen is from about 10:15 tonight, the settings will go back to public. So it means people can come in and join the group. You know, I think as far as I know, you still have to answer the question. You need to look into that. But anything that you posted up until I change the settings, even after I change the settings, will remain private. This is only for a while until the membership builds up again, and then we will close it down again. As a group, it's my responsibility. It's my name on the group, even if it's our group. I have to let you know as a group because that's part of the rules. This has only changed recently, folks. It used to be that you couldn't change a group back to public, but now on Facebook you can. So there you go. All right, so let's do the roll call because we'll be here all night, dear. Desperate. Right, okay. So let's go back to the very beginning. I'm going to go to YouTube in a minute. I've been going to YouTube first recently, but I'll go to the Chatterhouse and Facebook first tonight. Jeez, I'm just dropping everything all over the place and everything. Okay, straight through the door tonight was our Jackie McFarland, as if one day she would become a singer with a Spanish bum. Good evening, everybody. Jackie says, Sam says hello, Stuart. Don't forget, folks, I will only comment for the people who have commented. I only mention the people who have commented. Anybody in the background will stay in the background. Sam saying hello. Sam saying hello to everybody. Our Michelle McGrogan's in. Miss Chatterhouse herself. Our Catherine Playford's in. Our Catherine. Paul Beaton says there's the younger twin on tonight. I am indeed. Paul, nice to see you. And there's Arwell. There's Arwell. No, it's actually not. It's Lee tonight. Sam was having a few technical problems there, but I think he's starting to see me now. Carrie Phyllis Morris is in our Phyllis. Feliz Navidad and all that there. Carrie Ferguson's in, my local historian. Yes. By the way, I will do that in a minute, Sam, because he actually is over on YouTube. Jackie Phyllis, my head's going. Jackie is saying hello to Phyllis and Sam. Right, okay, over on YouTube, we have our Matt McGinley. He's saying hello from YouTube. Stuart, have you on the telly tonight? I always knew I'd be on the TV. Our Matt dear, it's desperate. And Tim Ferguson. Good evening, Stuart, and good evening, Chatterhouse. And Tim, I was told to tell you from Sam, Tim, I'm in my bedroom tonight, not the toilet. It started already. It has started already. Okay, folks, well, listen, thanks very much for coming in. It's good turnout. Well, so far, good turnout anyway. Right. I just moved everything out of the road here. I just friggin' organized chaos. Right, okay. Oh, by the way, just before I forget, Phyllis, you texted me last night. I do apologize. I was in bed early last night. I didn't see your message until this morning, so I wasn't ignoring you. Stuart gets these messages and I read them and go, oh shit, I have to answer that, and then I don't. I don't want anybody thinking that I'm ignoring them. I'm not. Okay. Now when I straighten myself up a wee bit, jeez, I'll be a first, wouldn't it? Tim says, so he's got a bedpan. Lovely. That's desperate. Right, okay. As you know, this is Spooky Tookie Night. Oh yes, I have another thing to tell you. Sorry. Carrie says the local historian is working behind the scenes, might possibly be available for what we have talked about previously, Stuart, but if not, a fortnight later works. Okay, Carrie, just keep me informed. Right, okay. One more announcement. Good luck to Harvey Norman's in Hollywood Exchange. They opened their doors today. Our John McMaster, one of the group admins, works over there. He is actually still in work at the minute, so he thought he was going to be home, and he's there. So they opened their doors today, and they're having a big Black Friday sale on there. So if anybody's over that neck of the woods, it opened today, and apparently it's beautiful. If you go on Facebook and see all the photographs, oh, it's lovely things there. I wanted to do tech. What did they tech there? How long it'll be over? She'll be looking at a book. Right, okay. So tonight we are going back. We are going back to what we did before. The first night we did this, we did local and international spooky stories. It's just basically wee videos about paranormal stuff. Feel free to share your stories about. How did I pull this mic over a bit? I've heard that before. Feel free to share your stories about your paranormal experiences. I know a few of you have had them before. I have said about it before, but feel free to share. Carrie says, no tech, but Lillian does a five-finger discount. Everybody knows her so well. She was on sale and stuff on TikTok, but that's another story. Well, Melvin said, nice to see you. Well, you've just made it in time. Okay. So tonight, we are, oh, by the way, at the break tonight, I am going to play you a few, how could you put it? What would you do in this situation videos? But the only thing is, I can't play the original music, so I'm going to have to play crappy music because of the copyright. These are interesting. You're going to love them. You're going to love them. Will saying hello to Sam. Sam saying hello to Will. Tim says, Stuart, you look very angelic with the clock behind you. It's my halo. That's my tree of life. It's supposed to be good luck. They tell you more full of it there and tell you. Right, okay. So tonight we are, first bit tonight, we are going to look at haunted establishments. This is spooky night. Have you ever wondered to yourself? Now, we're going to be in Belfast and surrounding areas at the minute now, and then we're going across wherever, right, in the second half. Have you ever thought to yourselves, when you go for a drink in a pub? Now, before anybody comes out with anything smart, oh yes, there's spirits in pubs. Have you ever thought that there's ghosts in pubs? Have you ever thought that you could be being watched? There could be somebody sitting beside you who you don't see. Well, maybe after about 20 pornos, it'll probably be like that anyway. But have you ever thought to yourself, you know, are these pubs haunted? And Will's just said there the Crown is haunted. And I think this is maybe mentioned in this video. This video that I am going to show you folks takes us around 7 pubs in Belfast. It's just basically stories. Well, since he loves being watched, that's desperate. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go around these 7 pubs in Belfast, and it's actually quite good, this wee video, because it gives you a wee bit of history as well. Tim says, I hope you're not coming over to Scotland tonight. I have nothing in. It's all right, Tim will be over next week. No, I'm joking. You actually know what we're doing next week. So, right, okay, so I'm going to put my earphones on because there's going to be videos. Video played the radio star. Is that right? Video killed the radio star. Yes. Sam says, not until I started watching haunted pubs, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. See? Right, so this is taken from a YouTube channel that, don't worry, will not be done for copyright because there's no music. And somebody actually made this themselves, so hopefully will not get bucked out. There's DJ Stuart. Yeah, hopefully will not get bucked out. Carrie Ferguson says, I'm convinced the speckled hen is haunted. You can feel eyes watching you. If anybody doesn't know what a speckled hen is, hang on. Is that the old Travers Rest down in Milltown? I think it is. Down, it's not very far from here. So a small pub. I think that's the right one. Just that long since I've been in a pub, I wouldn't know. Right, so let's get this video up. So what I'm going to do is, right folks, I'm going to watch this with you, but I'm going to go small. There's no sense even bringing it up like a reaction video says, because I am aware a lot of you, yeah, Milltown, I am aware of you. Tim for Life says a big hello to the local historian, Carrie. Right. I am aware a lot of you are watching this on your phone, so I'm going to go small, but I am going to watch this with you, maybe pause now and again, the way I did the last time. So let's go around. Let's go to... We've been on the coach trip, so let's go on a haunted pub crawl. So here we go. Where am I here now? And hello, our Tim. Carrie says, so what do we say? Sam says, Carrie, it must be old. I pass it the Saturday when going into Belfast. Right, here we go. So there's me. Oh, my lovely. It's me in the corner. Right, get your popcorn out, everybody. Here we go. Hopefully we'll hear it all right.
Northern Ireland is celebrated for its dynamic pop culture, where tales are shared as freely as the drinks. Among these narratives, some pubs are steeped not only in history, but also in the supernatural, making them intriguing destinations for ghost enthusiasts. In this video, we will go through into the 7 most haunted pubs in Northern Ireland, where ghostly apparitions, mysterious sounds, and paranormal phenomena contribute to their unique allure. From spectral figures to inexplicable movements of glassware, these establishments offer patrons not just refreshments, but a tantalizing glimpse into the otherworldly. Join us as we uncover the eerie legends surrounding these iconic venues.
Do you know something, folks? Some of these photographs are lovely. God, there's the Sunflower in Belfast. Right, here we go.
The Sunflower Pub, Belfast. Situated in Belfast Cathedral Quarter, the Sunflower Pub is renowned for its welcoming ambience, live music, and distinctive character. However, beneath its lively exterior lies a rich tapestry of history interwoven with strange occurrences and unexplained events, establishing the Sunflower as a focal point for ghostly encounters. Dating back to the 19th century, the building has served various roles, including a pub, boarding house, and a refuge during tumultuous times, contributing to its plethora of ghost stories.
God, I didn't know it was a boarding house. The Sunflower just like a bucked out of their many tonight. But anyway, let's go on ahead. There's our Charlene. Nice to see you, Charlie.
One of the most frequently reported apparitions is that of an elderly woman, often observed seated in a corner booth, quietly sipping a drink and surveying the patrons with a serene smile. Many staff and customers have glimpsed her out of the corner of their eyes, only to find her absent when they turn to look directly. Some speculate she may have been a former landlady from the early 20th century, while others believe she could be a long-time regular who never truly departed. A particularly unsettling incident occurred one evening when a group of friends noticed an elderly woman observing them from a nearby table. Assuming she was another patron, they later turned to say goodbye, only to find she had vanished. The bartender confirmed that no elderly woman had been present that night, and the table showed no signs of having been occupied, with everything in its place. In addition to the mysterious apparition, the Sunflower is also noted for its peculiar sounds and unexplained phenomena.
Okay, just pause for a minute. Sam's just said there's Sunflower. Never heard of it. Sam, do you know Union Street? Right in the back of the Kremlin? It's just across the road from there, dear. I rolled out of it Madison 8 years ago, but that's another story. Tim just said there's a sign saying that no topless bathing outside. Let's carry on.
Staff members have reported hearing faint whispers emanating from the empty cellar late at night, as if conversations are occurring just out of earshot. Others have experienced a sudden, chilling breeze sweeping through the pub, despite all windows and doors being securely closed. One bartender even recounted witnessing glasses sliding across the bar as if nudged by an unseen force. Another ghostly presence believed to haunt the Sunflower is a man clad in old work attire, likely reflective of the pub's industrial heritage. He is often seen...
Do you see what that says there? No topless bathing. Ulster has suffered enough. That's desperate.
lingering near the entrance, as if awaiting someone's arrival. One patron recounted seeing this figure upon entering, only to find the clothing distinctly out of place. When they looked again, the figure had completely vanished. The spectral activity at the Sunflower extends beyond mere sightings. Some patrons report feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness in certain areas of the pub, as though the emotions of those who have passed linger in the atmosphere. This heavy ambience is particularly pronounced in the upstairs rooms, where many believe the spirits of former residents continue to roam. Despite these ghostly encounters, the Sunflower remains a cherished destination for both locals and tourists. For those who appreciate a pint accompanied by a touch of the paranormal, the Sunflower Pub offers a delightful blend of warmth, history, and the potential for a ghostly encounter. The Cross Keys Inn, located in the picturesque countryside of Northern Ireland, is often celebrated as the oldest thatched pub in the region, with origins tracing back to the 17th century. This establishment serves as a living reminder to a bygone era, historically functioning as a vital gathering place for both locals and travellers. However, the allure of the Cross Keys extends beyond its rich heritage. It is also reputedly home to several spectral inhabitants linked to its long and storied past.
I wonder
One
where
of the
that
most
is.
notable legends concerns a former landlord who met an untimely and suspicious demise in the 18th century. His apparition, frequently observed by staff during late-night hours, is characterized as a robust figure clad in a waistcoat and cap.
Does anybody know where this pub is? It looks absolutely lovely, doesn't it? It looks really, really nice. I know the stories aren't very nice, but it looks absolutely lovely. The Cross Keys Inn, does anybody know where that is?
He is said to engage in playful antics, such as rearranging barware, as if he were still fulfilling his responsibilities behind the counter. Staff members have recounted instances of encountering him near the fireplace, seemingly overseeing the pub's operations. Yet, when they shift their attention or blink, he mysteriously vanishes. The Cross Keys is further steeped in Irish folklore, with many locals claiming that the vicinity was once a gathering place for the fairy folk.
Oh dear.
On tranquil evenings, it is not uncommon for visitors to report hearing ethereal melodies emanating from
Thank
the
you,
fields
Sam.
nearby, accompanied by unexplained flickering lights around the building. Among the most unsettling tales is that of a young girl said to haunt the back bar. Patrons have expressed feelings of profound unease when approaching the staircase, with some refusing to enter the back rooms where her presence is frequently noted. One particularly haunting account involves a guest from a nearby accommodation who awoke to find the spectral figure of a young girl at the foot of his bed. He described her as staring intently with a blank expression, her mere presence instilling an icy chill that lingered long after she vanished. The pub's connections to Irish mythology extend beyond these ghostly encounters. Local lore suggests that the grounds surrounding the Cross Keys Inn served as a rendezvous point for the good people, or fairy folk, particularly during significant nights like Samhain,
What would I know about fairies?
Halloween. On these nights, it is said that lights flicker mysteriously in the fields, and enchanting music wafts on the breeze, leading some to believe that the spirits of fairies remain active in the area, contributing to the inn's already palpable supernatural atmosphere. The Cross Keys Inn stands as one of Northern Ireland's most atmospheric and haunted establishments, where the threads of history intertwine with the realms of the living and the spirits of the departed. For those bold enough to visit, it offers not merely a place to enjoy a drink and warmth by the fire, but an opportunity to encounter the lingering presences of those who may never truly depart. In Belfast, the iconic
Just before we go to the Crown, folks, if anybody can find out, Charlie says Tomb Bridge, question mark, and Catherine says, is that Robert Simpson's voice? I honestly don't know, Catherine. Tim says it looks, that bar there looks like the Who Pack. Now, we're going into one of the most famous bars, as our Will said, in Belfast, so here we go.
Crown Liquor Saloon stands as a prominent landmark, renowned for its exquisite Victorian decor and its storied, ghostly inhabitants. Established in 1826, this establishment is celebrated as one of the finest examples of a traditional gin palace in Ireland, featuring intricate stained glass windows, gas lamps, and masterfully carved woodwork that evoke a sense of timeless elegance. However, the allure of the Crown Liquor Saloon is not solely rooted in its aesthetic appeal. Many visitors are drawn by the prospect of engaging with its spectral residents. The liquor saloon is reputed to be haunted by the spirit of a former barman, frequently observed by both staff and patrons during late-night hours. Described as an elderly man clad in a traditional barman's apron, his ghostly presence has been noted while he appears to be engaged in familiar tasks, such as polishing glasses or wiping down the bar, as if he continues to fulfill his duties. Many have reported.
Okay, just stop for a minute. Carrie says that last bar was in Tomb Bridge. She's just Googled it there. And Will says there's a woman ghost that's always seen at the window. And Catherine says it is Tomb. And Tim says this pub is known as the most bombed pub in Ireland. And across the road, Tim is the Europa Hotel, which is the most bombed hotel as well in the days.
Reported experiencing a sudden chill, only to turn and witness the apparition dissipate into thin air. One particularly unnerving account involved a group of tourists who claimed to see the barman's ghost reflected in the mirror behind the bar, standing motionless and gazing directly at them. Upon turning around, they found the space empty, prompting an immediate departure in fear. The spectral
Beautiful.
activity does not end there. Numerous patrons have reported hearing disembodied voices echoing through the quieter booths, while others have felt unseen hands brush against them as they enjoy their drinks. Objects within the saloon frequently move inexplicably, with glasses toppling over as if influenced by invisible forces. For those who seek a thrilling experience alongside their beverages, the liquor saloon presents a rich tapestry of history intertwined with ghostly encounters. Similarly intriguing is the Spirit Merchant, located in the heart of the area. Renowned for its excellent cuisine and beverages, this establishment also boasts a storied past and notable paranormal events. Nestled within a building that dates back to the 18th century, the pub derives its name from an era when merchants would gather to trade goods and spirits, both of the alcoholic and ethereal variety. The lingering spirits from bygone days have rendered the Spirit Merchant famous, not just for its ambience, but for its ghostly inhabitants. Among the most commonly reported apparitions is that of a man in a long coat and hat, frequently spotted seated at a table in the back of the pub, quietly nursing his drink. Both staff...
Okay, folks, does anybody know where this is? Spirit Merchant? Does that say Witherspoon's up there? It's not desperate. I don't know where this is. Carrie says, I always wonder if some of the spirits are connected to the wooden paddling that came off one of the White Star Line ships and was reused in the upstairs. I want to say it was Britannic. Carrie says, where's that spoons? I don't know. Oh, well, says Newton Arts. Newton Arts, dear. Looks lovely, doesn't it? Well, Tyson, I have never. The only one I've been to is the Crown and Sunflower. I suppose that's them all so far, isn't it? Sure, just showing your true colours.
Staff and patrons have observed him lost in thought, only for him to vanish without a trace when approached. Many speculate that this ghost may be the spirit of a former merchant who perished in a fire that ravaged parts of the building, leaving him tethered to the pub in his afterlife, content to watch the world unfold around him. In addition to the ghostly merchant, peculiar sounds often resonate throughout the pub, particularly after closing time. Staff have reported hearing footsteps from the upstairs area, even when it is securely locked, alongside the unmistakable clinking of glassware, as if someone is lingering for a nightcap long after the establishment has closed its doors. One manager recounted a particularly eerie experience while closing up late one evening when the unmistakable noise of chairs scraping across the floor caught their attention. Investigating, they found the pub empty and the chairs in their original positions. Another unsettling incident occurred in the early 2000s when a group of patrons witnessed a pint glass slide off the bar and shatter on the floor without any apparent cause. Several witnesses recalled feeling a sudden chill sweep through the room just prior to the event, with the bartender noting that such occurrences were not uncommon in the establishment. The Spirit Merchant is reputedly haunted by a female apparition frequently sighted in the upstairs quarters. This ghost is believed to be the spirit of a woman who once served in the building when it functioned as a boarding house. Described as wearing a long, dark dress with her hair neatly arranged in a bun, she is often observed gliding through the halls, seemingly attending to her duties as if still alive. Numerous guests who have spent the night in the upstairs rooms have reported awakening to find her figure silently watching them from the foot of their beds before she vanishes into the shadows.
I'd shit myself.
In one notable encounter, a staff member working late claimed to have seen the woman's reflection in a mirror while tidying up after hours. When he turned around, he found the area empty, yet the mirror fogged up suddenly, as if someone had been breathing heavily nearby. Despite these eerie occurrences, the Spirit Merchant remains a beloved local establishment, drawing patrons who appreciate its lively ambience and the occasional brush with the supernatural. The pub's rich history, coupled with its ghostly tales, makes it a must-visit destination for those fascinated by both excellent libations and the paranormal. Similarly, the Dirty Onion, situated in Belfast's Cathedral Quarter, stands as one of the city's oldest buildings, with origins dating back centuries. Its lively atmosphere is intertwined with a rich...
Okay, now this is a modern one for me. The Dirty Onion, is that Cathedral Quarter? Or am I wrong? In the new place? I've heard of it, but I don't know where it is.
Tapestry of supernatural lore with reports of hauntings extending back through the ages. Originally a bustling warehouse during the 18th and 19th centuries, the Dirty Onion was integral to Belfast's thriving dock trade, where goods such as whiskey and linen were stored. The harsh working conditions of the era contributed to numerous untimely fatalities, and it is believed that some of these restless souls have lingered within the walls. Among the most notable spectral inhabitants is a young boy, often described as ragged and attired in clothing typical of the early 19th century, who is said to wander the upper levels. It is thought that he was a worker who met a tragic end, possibly falling from a height in the warehouse. Patrons and staff alike have reported a chilling drop in temperature prior to encountering his apparition. Another common phenomenon involves the sound of heavy footsteps echoing from the upper floors after closing time. Staff have recounted hearing distinct boot steps traversing the wooden floors, despite the building being locked and devoid of guests. In one instance, a bartender, suspecting a security breach, ascended to investigate only to have the footsteps cease abruptly, leaving him in an unsettling silence. During a performance at the pub, several audience members reported the presence of a shadowy figure observing from the back of the room. This entity, attired in antiquated clothing and possessing a gaunt, pale visage, vanished when one of the band members turned to acknowledge it. Such accounts contribute to the Dirty Onion's reputation as a site steeped in history and the super...
Again, it looks lovely. I've never been in it. Will says that's the bar where they refused the fella in his work uniform. Alright, fit. He was in his work gear. And it's supposed to be a great atmosphere. Tim says, oh my God, that was that there. Lovely.
supernatural, attracting those intrigued by the intersection of the ordinary and the otherworldly. Numerous patrons at the establishment inquired about the identity of a mysterious onlooker, only to be informed that no such individual had been present that evening.
Hi,
The
Michael.
Dirty Onion, however, is renowned for its paranormal phenomena that extend beyond mere ghostly apparitions. Staff members have recounted instances of glasses moving inexplicably, lights flickering without cause, and doors slamming shut in the dead of night. A former employee even reported witnessing an entire tray of drinks being lifted from the bar and suddenly dropped by an unseen force. Despite these hauntings, the Dirty Onion stands as one of Belfast's most frequented pubs, drawing both locals and tourists. Yet, for those who venture in after dark, the lively ambiance is often paired with an unsettling sensation of being observed. Whether it's the spectre of a child darting through the halls or a shadowy figure manifesting during performances, the pub offers a unique blend of rich history and supernatural
Sorry to interrupt getting there, folks, but that there place looks lovely. That wee snug bit there, doesn't it?
intrigue. Another notable establishment,
Kelly
Kelly
Cellars.
Cellars, is situated in the heart of Belfast and is recognised not only as one of the city's oldest pubs, but also one of its most haunted, with origins dating back to 1720. Kelly's has deep ties to Irish Republican history and political upheaval, having served as a gathering place for the United Irishmen during the Rebellion of 1798. Its walls have borne witness to centuries of historical events, but beneath its political legacy lies a haunting history that has unsettled visitors and staff for generations. The most renowned spirit associated with Kelly Cellars is believed to be a former patron who met a tragic fate during the Irish Rebellion. Described as tall and imposing, clad in historic military attire, this apparition is said to haunt the pub's cellar, the underground space where clandestine meetings once occurred. Reports indicate that the ghost is often seen pacing as if waiting for a rendezvous that never comes, leading some to speculate that he is eternally trapped in a moment of history. After hours, staff members frequently hear heavy footsteps echoing from the cellar, yet investigations have yielded no explanations for these sounds. The footsteps abruptly cease, only to resume moments later, creating an unsettling atmosphere. Staff have described the cellar as oppressive, with some refusing to venture down alone. In the back rooms of the pub, where political meetings once took place, patrons have experienced sudden drops in temperature and an overwhelming sense of being watched. Those seated in these areas have reported hearing faint whispers, as if the conversations of centuries past continue to linger. One regular recounted a quiet evening where he distinctly heard murmured voices, despite no one being in close proximity to him. As the whispers grew increasingly audible, they
That's
abruptly
lovely.
ceased when he rose to investigate. In one particularly unsettling instance, a bartender closing up late at night witnessed a chair mysteriously slide across the floor on its own. Alone in the room, and having not seen anyone near the chair for hours, he stood in disbelief as it returned to its original position, seemingly pushed by an unseen force. Disturbed by the incident, the bartender hurriedly left, contributing to the growing collection of eerie tales associated with Kell's haunted reputation. In addition to the spectral presence of a rebellious patron, visitors have reported encounters with shadowy figures lurking in the corners of the bar. These apparitions, often glimpsed fleetingly from the corner of one's eye, vanish as soon as they are acknowledged. Glasses have inexplicably fallen from shelves, and the unsettling creak of doors opening when no one is present has become a frequent occurrence.
Okay, just stop there for 2 seconds there. Michael just says we need some spooky ghost videos. That's on the second half, Michael. You will be seeing some of those. We're just doing some local pubs, and we'll be doing those on the second half. What says that area is full of rats? Lovely.
Despite these unsettling phenomena, Kell's Cellars remains a cherished pub for both locals and tourists. Its rich historical context, intertwined with lingering spirits, creates an intriguing convergence of history and the supernatural. For those in search of a pint accompanied by a dash of the paranormal, Kell's Cellars provides a chilling yet unforgettable experience. Similarly, the Hole in the Wall, nestled in the heart of Amar, boasts a storied past and a reputation for ghostly encounters.
Is that Oma?
Established
Does he
in the
mean-
early 17th century, this small pub has witnessed its fair share of unruly patrons, brawls, and tragedies over the centuries. As a result, it has earned recognition as one of the most haunted pubs in Northern Ireland, with numerous reports of eerie phenomena and apparitions linked to its dark history. One of the most renowned ghost stories tied to the Hole in the Wall is that of a man named Tommy, who is believed to have met his demise during a violent altercation in the pub. Stabbed in a back room, he succumbed to his injuries before help could arrive. It appears that his spirit has remained, as patrons and staff alike have reported sightings of a shadowy figure near the rear of the pub, particularly on quiet nights when the atmosphere grows tense. Notably, Tommy's ghost is not a silent presence. His lingering influence adds to the pub's enigmatic allure.
Could be
Numerous
Michelle.
witnesses have reported experiencing unsettling phenomena in the room where he passed away, including the sounds of heavy breathing and faint moans. Others have noted the sudden...
Okay, so just goes. There's only about 2 minutes left in this video. So this hole in the wall, I couldn't make out what he says. Michelle thinks it was Armagh, or it could be Oma, but it might be Armagh. Carrie says it looks cozy. It looks lovely, doesn't it? I tell you, we would go on one of our coach trips around these bars. Well, that's desperate. Not even reading that out. Michael says that's not a bar, that's not a pub. It's like a shed. Right, here we go. There's about 2 minutes
appearance
left.
of cold spots, even during the warmth of summer, suggesting that Tommy's presence may bring an unexpected chill. One former staff member recounted a particularly eerie incident during a late-night cleanup when a loud thud echoed as if something heavy had fallen. Upon investigation, nothing appeared out of place, yet an unusual coldness seemed to follow him throughout the pub. However, Tommy is not the only spirit said to inhabit this establishment. Another frequently reported apparition is that of a mysterious woman, often seen sitting alone in a corner, dressed in antiquated attire characterized by a long dress and bonnet. This figure appears to be waiting for someone, and patrons who attempt to approach her often describe an overwhelming sense of sadness, only to witness her vanish before their eyes. A particularly bizarre occurrence took place in the 1980s when a group of locals enjoying an evening at the bar observed a glass inexplicably rise from the counter and crash against the wall, with no discernible cause. As the air grew noticeably colder, the sound of footsteps echoed from the back of the pub, yet no one was present. The group was left with the impression that they had either provoked Tommy's ire or encountered the enigmatic woman. The strange occurrences do not end there. Glasses have been known to shatter spontaneously, lights flicker without reason, and doors slam shut as if propelled by an unseen force. Staff members often report feeling as though they are being watched while working late nights, with some even refusing to enter the back rooms alone. Despite its haunted reputation, the hole in the wall continues to draw locals and visitors alike. The presence of its ghostly inhabitants only enhances the allure of this centuries-old establishment. For those brave enough to venture into its back rooms, a pint at the hole in the wall might also come with a touch of the supernatural. This concludes our exploration of Northern Ireland's most haunted pubs. Whether you are a history enthusiast, a lover of captivating tales, or simply seeking a thrill, these pubs offer something for everyone, both the living and the departed. Should you find yourself in the area, make sure to visit one of these establishments, but be prepared. You may depart with more than just memories of a pint.
And there you go. Now, some of these comments are ridiculous. I'm not reading them out. Temporarily seen our Ricky go, I'll just put that up. I'm not reading that out. And Ricky says, I'd be away like a rocket. Well, Tim, how are you? Michelle says it's Armagh. She went and Googled it. And Will says, Ricky! I'm not reading that out. Well, that's desperate. Right, okay, so there you go. That was some local pubs in Northern Ireland. There's just a handful. Because as you know, we are notorious for having pubs over here. There's more pubs than there is anything. I know I can understand how half of these people can afford to drink in them because the price, especially the ones in the Cathedral Quarter, so I hear, because obviously I don't frequent them, the prices are unreal, dear. Okay, Sam's laughing. These are desperate. I'm not reading all that out. Right, so what I'm going to do, a ghostly hole, lovely. What I'm going to do is we're going to have a wee break before we bring in the ghost videos of some ghostly happenings like we did. And these are courtesy of Slap Tam again. Carrie says we are the nation of drinkers, call a spade a spade. Now, what I'm going to do is, this is actually nothing to do with this topic tonight, right? Ricky goes, what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you with 3 1-minute videos. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to play dodgy music and mute them and play dodgy music, so hopefully you can cope with it. And these were taken from TikTok, and I've been watching quite a lot of these recently about people's reactions to certain situations. Now, I'm just going to let you know these are a wee bit, not violent, but just warning you. But just bear in mind, these are actors, okay? These are actors. And basically what they're doing is they're out in the street and they're getting people's reactions to different situations about, would you intervene? Would you not intervene? What would you do? Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the dodgy music on first. I have to do this because if I don't, we'll get cut off, right? So just bear with me because I've never did this before. So just bear with me. This is going to be interesting now. Hang on. So we'll start the music first, right? And then we'll get the first video up. It's only 3 minutes, okay? And then we'll come back to what we're doing. So what do we say? I'm going to get the music here. Hey, Mr. DJ, put your record on. You want to dance with my baby. What we'll have, we'll just play this crap. Slap Tam is the best for ghost videos, so we're going to come back to them in a wee minute. So I'm going to put this crappy music on, right? And then I'm going to show these videos, and I just want your reaction. What would you do? Oh, no, I'm not playing that one, that's brutal. I'll just put this one, okay? Okay, so that was the first one. Here's the second one. Do you know, folks, I just got to talk with this. Now, look at the people walking past. Look at the people walking past, and this is happening. Just look at the people walking past. I'm just coming back to talk about this because I'm cracking up. Now, there's somebody intervening. By the way, folks, these are actors. Just to let you know, these are actors. Okay? So here's another scenario. Look. Is he going to go over? Yeah, he does. And takes him away. Now they say, oh, look at him. Oh, look at, oh, straight in there, dear. Good on him. And there's just one more. Now watch this one. Some of them should be ashamed, Sam. Watch this one. Here we are again. Girl sits there. Now what's she doing there? She's slipping a note to that guy. Help me. Is he going to do anything? Or not? Yep. Now I've got another scenario. So there's the note coming out of the pocket again. Just slipping it there to the guy. I'd be good at this, wouldn't it? I have voiceovers. Help me again. I'm good. He intervenes. Another note. Two of them sitting there now. Oh, straight in there. Straight in there. And here we go again. So he's distracting him, and she takes him away. Now, there's loads of these you can watch. That says society is dead. There's loads of these you can watch on TikTok and different social media. There's actually one of a guy who is, Michael says, there's a great video of a girl calling the police and ordering a pizza, and one girl passing a note to the vet receptionist. Well, there was actually another one. I actually thought I had downloaded it there. And it was a guy eating his dinner. Obviously, it was an actor, and the guy, obviously, you know, you would have thought he had Parkinson's disease or something like that there. And he was sitting having his dinner, and he just couldn't, you know, he was really, really struggling. Everybody was just sitting watching him, and in the end, you know, pardon me, after about 6 scenarios, somebody actually did get up and help him. I know you don't have to, but you know what I mean? But there's worse. Jackie McFarlane will tell you there's worse. There's ones where they're sitting, and this guy's sitting at the table, and it's his birthday, and he's lighting himself a wee candle, a wee birthday cake on his own. He just lights the candle. It's sitting, there's not a dry eye in the house. It's desperate, so it is. Sam says yes, he's seen it. It's terrible, but them videos, I love watching them because it just lets you see, as Matt says, where society is. Do you interfere? Do you not get involved? Do you just stay out of the way? A lot of people don't want the hassle, you know, and this is what's happening in this world at the community levels, and society is dropping, you know. So I just thought that I would show that. I know it's nothing to do with what we're talking about tonight, but I just thought I would bring them in. I'll maybe show some more next week as well, because there's loads of them. I'd like to bring some other ones in just to let you see what levels people can't ignore people. As you can see, there was one of the girls in distress there. Apparently they did the filming one day for the whole day, and not one person intervened. Not one person intervened. Tim says, I hear there's a video of Iceland security being hounded by a Lisburn woman every Friday. Will Millen says, it happened in my shop. A girl took a fit at the tills and people were given off and not be... A girl was taking a fit at the tills and people were given off because they weren't being served because Will was helping the girl. Absolutely desperate. Absolutely desperate, you know. So I will be maybe showing some more of them next week because there's loads and loads of different scenarios. And this is what this group's about. It's about community and stuff. So I just want to like you see where there is the community level has dropped. Michael says there's no more chicken dinosaurs. Right, so back to the ghosties. Right. So now that you've heard a wee story about ghosts and a wee bit of history, let's see some interesting ones. Jackie says, yes, Stuart. Because me and Jackie's talked about this before. So this video, folks, is courtesy. Was that courtesy? I stole it. It's courtesy of Slapped Ham. If anybody doesn't subscribe to Slapped Ham, do so. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these videos. They actually go live and show these videos for hours and hours. It's absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to go small and I'm going to bring the video up, and obviously I'll probably stop in between and stuff. This video is about, I don't know how long it is there. Right, okay, so let me get myself organised here. Oh, it's me in the corner. Right, here we go.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to watch some seriously spooky video clips, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this.
Here we go.
TikTok user...
Sorry folks, just before we start, there is some promotional stuff in there, but I think it's just fair that we keep it on since we're using their material.
Ace 872 shared a video her sister sent her. Nothing spooky intended. It was just a casual recording to show off some new pool lights at night.
You might be able to do it on the phone.
But when she looked closer, she noticed something her sister hadn't seen at all.
What? I seen it.
In the background, across the other side of the water where her niece is standing, something strange happens. A figure seems to run quickly from left to right.
See it? It just goes right across.
No one at the pool that night saw anything unusual. It wasn't until later, while watching the clip back, that they realised the mysterious motion was there. When slowed down, the figure becomes much clearer. So what do you think? A fleeting spirit caught in the background, or just a trick of lighting and perspective? This unsettling photo was shared to Reddit by user Prodigal Son 0117, who swears the image is 100% real. At first glance, it looks like a heartwarming family moment. A grandfather handing a gift to his young granddaughter. But when you look closer, something deeply unnerving comes into focus. In the background, through the glass door of the foyer, stands what appears to be a figure watching from the hallway. The family insists no one else was in the house at the time. The photographer, the user's mother-in-law, noticed the figure only later while clearing space on her camera. She claims the house has a history of strange occurrences, shadow movements, phantom smells of cologne and pipe smoke, and faces appearing in windows too high to reach. The property also backs onto a graveyard separated only by a creek and a small strip of woods. When the image's contrast and brightness are adjusted, the figure becomes even more unsettling.
That's shit.
The family is adamant that no one resembling this figure was present, nor do they recognize them. So who or what was caught in this seemingly ordinary family photo?
That's shit.
This next clip is one of those rare moments that genuinely makes you question what's real. TikTok user Divinely Guided Whisper shared footage from her work security camera, and what it captures is nothing short of baffling. In the video, she's sitting with her boyfriend, casually asking if she can use his vape. They both start searching for it, checking the table, looking around the room, but it's nowhere to be seen. But watch what happens.
What was it at?
I swear I looked right there.
Yeah, it wasn't there. Where'd it fall from?
Out of absolutely nowhere, the vape materializes right on the glass table, dropping into view with a soft tap as though it fell from mid-air.
Watch, folks. There it is.
What was it at?
The reaction is immediate confusion. Neither of them saw where it came from.
Just slid across the table.
What was it at?
Yeah.
I swear I looked right there.
Yeah, it wasn't there. Where'd it fall from?
When slowed down, you can clearly see it. One frame, it's not there. The next, it appears instantly, making contact with the glass surface. Commenters were quick to label it another glitch in the Matrix, one of those strange moments that seem to defy logic and the laws of physics. Some say it's proof we're living inside a simulated reality where an object temporarily unloads from the program before popping back into place. Others insist it's simply an optical illusion or camera artifact, but even skeptics admit the timing, the sound, and the clean appearance make this clip uniquely unsettling.
That's wild.
What was it at?
This next piece of footage comes from CCTV cameras at a Thai temple, and it's left viewers with chills. A small child is seen running around the temple late at night. But then another camera angle reveals something that defies explanation. As the child runs toward a metal handrail, instead of stopping or going around it, the figure passes straight through the solid barrier. The moment happens fluidly, in real time. It's this exact detail that's led many to label it as a ghost child caught on camera. Some believe the spirit is lost and confused, perhaps a remnant from a tragedy tied to the temple's past, a soul trapped in an ethereal loop, unaware they've passed on.
Ah, shit.
This next story is every parent's worst nightmare, a child terrified of something unseen, and a camera that may have captured exactly why. TikTok user Aaliyah began recording her daughter's night terrors to show their doctor, hoping to find a medical explanation for the disturbing episodes. But one particular night, the footage she captured was unlike anything she could have imagined. Aliyah gently comforts her, telling her everything's okay, and decides to lead her back to her room. But when they reach the doorway, something strange happens.
It's okay.
The bedroom door suddenly moves shut on its own.
Oh shit.
It's okay.
Aliyah tries to calm her daughter, saying it's probably just the wind.
There's the vent right there, baby. See? The vent pushes the door. You're fine, okay?
Yet moments later, something even creepier happens.
Sweetie, what are you afraid of? You're scaring me, honey. Oh, see?
The window blinds snap closed forcefully, as if pulled by invisible hands.
What are you afraid
Scared me.
of?
I haven't seen these, by the way.
Honey. Oh, see?
What up?
The little girl screams and Aliyah rushes her out of the room.
Oh, see?
In a follow-up video, Aliyah tries to debunk what she saw. She explains that the blinds are manual, with no remote controls, no motors, no cords that could move them automatically.
So I'm coming into the room to show you the blinds, which I have opened back up to demonstrate how they are closed.
While filming this explanation, the door behind her moves slightly.
I'd be out of there.
The videos quickly went viral, amassing hundreds of thousands of views. Commenters flooded the post with theories, some suggesting paranormal activity, others advising the family to bless the home or move out entirely. A few viewers even pointed out that around the 55-second mark of the original clip, you can faintly hear a whispering voice say,
Yeah,
"That's a good girl."
I heard the voice.
Aliyah says the experience has shaken her family deeply. They're now packing their things, uncertain whether they'll return to the house, whether it was an unexplainable haunting, a strange coincidence, or something darker. One thing's clear: whatever happened in that room, it wasn't just a nightmare.
I'm still jumping.
At the storage.
Here's a quick but seriously creepy clip that's been making the rounds online.
Y'all tell me I don't see that. Oh no. I don't know if it's just a fan like going in and out, but the is that? Duh.
Instagram user Hazy Dovey was visiting her storage unit late at night, completely alone, or at least she thought she was.
I'm over here at the storage. And I don't know if it's me, but y'all tell me I don't see that.
At the far end of the hall, a figure appears to peek around the corner just for a split second, then pulls back.
I don't know if it's just a fan like going in and out, but the is that? Duh.
A few moments later, it happens again and again.
I don't. Maybe I'm bugging. No, I know y'all just see that, right?
Viewers were quick to weigh in. Some warned her to get out immediately, suggesting it could be a man hiding in the facility. Others weren't so sure. They claimed the figure looked too dark and fluid to be human, more like a shadow entity, an eerie silhouette watching her from the far end of the hall. So what do you think? Creepy stalker or something a little more mysterious? Let me know in the comments.
Y'all tell me I don't see that.
That's shit. Oh, here we go.
I think I heard another one of those ghost trains.
Instagram user Andrew, who runs the account TRF_hobby on Instagram, recently captured something strange deep in the woods of rural Minnesota.
Thought I saw it. Yeah, there it is. Yep.
A small rusted railway carriage emerges, gliding down the track.
Doesn't look like anybody's driving either.
Wow.
There's no engineer, no passengers, and no visible source of power.
What?
Well, that can't be good.
What?
The video immediately went viral, with viewers calling it everything from a haunted railway car to a ghost train. Some
Oh
joked they'd
my
hop on to see where
God.
it leads, while others weren't so sure. Andrew is part of a private railway group known as the Sandhills Central Railway, which preserves and operates standard gauge lines in Minnesota. But even he admits he wasn't expecting to see one of these vintage cars moving on its own.
Doesn't look like anybody's driving either.
So what exactly
my
was it?
God.
A loose maintenance cart, a wind-powered push car, or something far stranger? An
There's
echo
nobody
of
there.
Minnesota's industrial past, still rumbling along forgotten tracks.
There's no power or anything to make it go.
Before we get to our last segment of the day, remember to hit that like button, smash subscribe if you're new, and leave us some joyous comments down below.
Yes, folks, give them a follow because they are good.
Dog trainer Augusto de Oliveira, better known online as the Dog Daddy, has gone viral again. Not for his training methods this time, but for a series of bizarre and unsettling encounters at his rural Los Angeles property. We featured the original video a few weeks ago, the one showing a woman refusing to leave his property after midnight.
Leave now. It's midnight. We're not playing any more games. You are agitating my dogs. I told you late at night my guard dogs are out, and they're out. I'm not gonna be babysitting. You broke into the property at 3 in the morning.
But now there's more to the story, and it's only getting stranger. It all began when a mysterious woman appeared at the gates of Augusto's newly purchased property.
Is it okay if I come in? Just for a quick second.
Oh no, we don't really allow visitors in.
In the clip, she repeatedly asks to be let inside, her tone eerily
Hey,
calm.
how
I
do?
heard you had these beautiful black German Shepherds here, so I came down to say hi.
Oh yeah, thank you, thank you.
Is it okay if I come in? Just for a quick second.
Augusto asks her how she found the location and how she knew about his dogs, but she dodges every question, saying only that she was dropped off and had walked a long way to see the dogs.
How did you get here?
I walked from all the way down the road. Someone dropped me off.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, no, we don't really allow visitors. We just moved in, and these dogs, they're out here with me now. They're friendly, but we have some rescue dogs and even protection dogs and behind the other gate over there. So
Viewers found her persistence deeply unsettling. Some even drew comparisons to vampire folklore, pointing out the
Yeah,
strange
Michael.
way she kept asking for permission to enter, as if unable to cross the threshold uninvited.
That's what
I'm
Michael
really
just said
great
there.
with dogs. Is it okay if I meet them? You'll see. I'll show you.
no, if these guys they're out, if they want to come say hi at the gate, it's okay. But we don't really have any visitors on the property.
A later clip makes things even more disturbing. Someone, possibly the same woman, is caught banging on the front door in the middle of the night, seemingly trying to get in. And just when things seemed to quiet down, an update from Augusto's security system made everything worse. His cameras began triggering hundreds of motion alerts, over 1,000 in one night.
Keep in mind that the camera had alerted us that something was there over 1,000 times in one night.
Yet when he reviewed the footage, nearly all the clips showed nothing, except one.
Oh my God.
The brief snippet reveals a dark figure walking across the yard, barely visible against the night.
Oh my God.
No other footage from that night shows any signs of life. Whether this was a stalker, trespasser, or something far stranger, no one can say for sure. But with a figure caught on camera and unexplained motion alerts piling up, it's no wonder the Dog Daddy and his followers are beginning to wonder if something truly unnatural is lurking on the property. Now, if you want to watch some more spooky content, then hit those two links right there. They'll keep you entertained for hours and hours, we promise.
Okay, folks, so there you go. Oh my God. Right, okay. Listen, thanks for coming in tonight, folks. It was going to be better interesting. So what I'm going to do is, maybe on another night, we'll do another one of these nights. But what we'll do is, we'll do sort of like videos like that most of the night because they seem to be really interested in those. And I'll include more of those. Okay, just to let you know, next Tuesday night, we are back. And we actually haven't did this for a while. We will be doing back to unsolved missing person cases again. I don't know if anybody remembers the last time we did them. We covered Andrew Gosden. We've covered the guy who went into the luge, remember, with his mum and never came out, and the guy down in Dublin who vanished as well. So that's unsolved missing people next week. That's going to be next Tuesday night. Just to remind you, folks, if you're watching, if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to do this. And also, more importantly, give this video a thumbs up because it gets the message out there. Well, listen, folks, thank you so much for coming in tonight. The Missing People's next week at 8 o'clock. And let's see what the schedule is. Andy Ellion's going to be on TikTok on Thursday night at 8 p.m. She's all pleased that she's reached her 14k viewers, or 14k followers. And also, as well, she is delighted that she has reached now 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So listen, folks, thank you so much, everybody, for your support. Don't forget, folks, just very, very quickly before I go, the Chatterhouse will be going public in about half an hour, maybe as soon as I finish. And we'll see how it goes, but don't worry, we'll keep you safe. Okay, folks, you all look after yourselves. Good night. Good night, good night. And don't let the bed bugs bite. Good night.